So I watched Inception for the third time last night, and on this time through, I was trying to figure out which level of consciousness each scene is in, because there's some scenes where they tell you outright, hey, they're dreaming, or hey, they're in a deeper level of dreaming, or hey, they're in an even deeper level of dreaming. But a lot of times, Nolan doesn't tell you, of course, for obvious reasons. And then there's always much speculation when they are in reality, if they are in reality, of course. So this time through, I was trying to piece together which levels particular scenes were in. And it wasn't until near the end when I realized that's not the point. Nolan doesn't make everything obvious for a reason. But the point of Inception is not to try to figure out how many levels there are and what events take place in what levels. It's a huge part of the film, of course, but I think really the main point I found is really there is some sort of message about life and regret and whatever. I don't know. I would have to watch it a few more times. That's really what Nolan is trying to get at. That's what he's trying to give to us as an audience. He's not just trying to give us this huge puzzle that we have to try to figure out. It's safe to assume that all the other events that happen that aren't explicitly said to be in a dream are all in the same plane of consciousness. The train, the helicopter ride at the university, Mombasa, all the assembling of the team that they do, and then of course the plane flight. All that I think or at least I assume, takes place on the same level of reality, because I don't think Nolan wanted us to try to figure out if he's jumping all over the place. But then, with that being said, there is still the question: is that plane of consciousness reality? Or is it a dream, or something else? And of course, that's a question I've been contemplating since the first time I saw that. It really has taken until this time that I have a firmer grasp, I think, as to what's going on. At first, I thought it might have been reality. We'll call it the top level, and things operate there a bit differently than all the other levels. Their totems work differently. Mal doesn't show up. Freight trains don't come barreling down the New York streets. And they don't just kill people with abandon, knowing that they're just projections. That was always my reasoning, is that, well, it's probably reality. Crazy things aren't happening. It's stuff like that, that made me think that that top level was reality. There's still some things, that make it seem like it's not. A big one is, how does Sato appear out of nowhere while in Mombasa? How does Sato buy out an entire airline? How does Sato just need to make one phone call to clear Cobb Hussein? Stuff like that is never explained. And then there's also subtler clues that just pick up on lines spoken by different characters. A little more prominent line, I think, is mentions of leap of faith. It's first mentioned by Sato in the helicopter, after he gives the initial pitch to Cobb and Arthur. It's also said by Mal before she jumps off the ledge. Is it a coincidence? No. I don't think anything in Inception is a coincidence. How is Sato supposed to know that Mal said it before? He doesn't. So really other things like that make me think that this is all Cobb's dream. And the reason that this top level that we are shown is different from all the others, it doesn't have all these crazy things happening. To Cobb, in his dream, he constructs this reality for his dream. And in that reality, while he is dreaming within his dream, the rules are different. He makes up these rules about shared dreaming, extraction, inception. He makes up the technology, that silver box. The sedative can keep you asleep through 3 or 4 or however many levels of dreaming, but still not affect your inner ear. It's stuff like that. He makes up all these rules in his dream for how other dreams happen. But then, of course, that opens another, or many more mysterious. What's Cobb's real life like? Is he really married? Does he have kids? You know, is his wife Mal? Is she alive? Maybe some of these people actually, you know, exist in reality. A reality, of course, we've never shown. But are they real people that Cobb knows, you know, and appear in his dream? That's something, of course, I'm going to have to watch and think about the next time. The crazy part, of course, is that I go in looking for different things and come out with something totally different. But that's Inception. The kicker to all this is that I was explaining all this to Elena during the credits. And then, as I was wrapping up, this music started playing. And here's some more butter snaps doing adorable things. Just sitting there in a big fluffy ball of fur. Just sitting there.